Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video explaining what to know, what the assignments are for the week, and how to turn in an assignment using Seesaw. So the first thing I'm going to show you here is the document attached in the newsletter and in the emails. At the very top, you're going to see what week it is for, and then this first table is the learning targets or the skills that we are aiming for the students to master by the end of the week. So for example, taking a look at math, we're still looking at fractions. By the end of the week, I'm hoping that students will be able to identify examples and non-examples of halves, fourths, and eighths. And for reading, they're looking at character traits. Writing, they're still looking at the writing process. And then social studies this week, we are starting economics. Now, at this next table are the actual assignments due by the end of the week. Every assignment will be due on Sunday by midnight because starting Monday, the new assignments will be rolling in, and the last thing I want is for assignments to pile up on you and your kiddos. That is definitely not my intention. So I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about this table. I'm going to take math as an example. So for math, this upcoming week, what's due are fractions week 2 on Seesaw. Now, if you see an assignment that has the little on Seesaw at the very end, it means that the lesson and the activity will be found on Seesaw. In the little description off to the left, which I'm about to show you in a bit, it's going to have a picture of the video. If you click anywhere on that, it will take you straight to the lesson. And then here at the bottom, 30 minutes of Imagine Math at least once a week. You can absolutely do more than 30 minutes. This is just the goal, the minimum amount, but more practice would be excellent. So these are all the assignments due by the end of the week. Now, if we scroll down here, this is going to be something new. Now, this is a suggested schedule and extra activities if you would like your student to have more things to strengthen that new skill for the week. So I'm going to take reading as an example. Now, for reading, I put a suggested about 25 minutes a day. This is just a set time if you would like to use. You do not have to. Whatever you want to use for your family's schedule. Now, in this calendar for the week, I went ahead and highlighted the items that are mandatory turn-ins by Sunday. I kind of spread them out a little bit so then it doesn't all pile on one day, but again, this is just a suggestion. So I'm going to go ahead and take reading as an example. So starting Monday, I went ahead and kicked off, as a suggestion, the lesson. It says, watch this week's read aloud and lesson on Seesaw, and then complete My Character Week 2. This should only take about 25 to 30 minutes for your student. Now, the next day, as you can see, it's not highlighted, which means this is just a suggestion that'll strengthen the lesson taught earlier. So for example, read for 25 minutes and then answer this question. What internal traits did my main character have? Now, you can use this or you can leave it be. And then all the way on Thursday, we have the other mandatory turn-in, which is iStation for 30 minutes. You may use this as you please. If you feel like your student needs more practice, I have other resources I would love to send you. Just let me know via email, text message, Class Dojo message, or Remind. I'd be happy to send that, okay? So next, I'm going to show you how to turn in an assignment using Seesaw. All right, next I'm going to show you how to turn in an assignment using Seesaw. The first thing you're going to want to do is jump onto a browser either using a tablet or a laptop or a Chromebook. Now, when you hop on, go and log on to the Denton Single Sign-On portal. Remember, the login information is your student's 6-digit ID number, and the password will be 111.abcd. Now, Seesaw is the application that looks kind of like a rainbow bow tie right down here. And if for some reason you can't seem to find it, remember, use this handy-dandy search bar at the very top. You can either click this blue link or you can click the little icon here, and it should automatically sign your student in. I've learned through a lot of trial and error that the Chrome browser is the best, the friendliest Denton ISD single sign-on portal usage. So if you have a lot of trouble, try using Chrome. It seemed to have helped me quite a bit. So next, in order to look at the assignments, this is what your student will be looking at. As you can see, I went ahead and numbered each week by 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 coming up soon. Last week was week 1, so all of those assignments will have the number 1 right by them. Now, in order to turn in an assignment, you're just going to choose. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do retelling my story number 1. So when we're looking at an assignment, it will have the learning target at the top, which is the same one we saw on the table earlier, and then it'll have the instructions. I went ahead and recorded vocal instructions. So if your student has headphones, they can go ahead and click and it will be read to them. So for example, retelling my story. After watching this lesson linked in this activity, please come back to Seesaw and create a video or text doing a 5-finger retell of the story. And down here at the bottom, I have some things I'll be specifically looking for. So what we're going to do is follow the directions, watch the lesson linked in the activity. This is the link I was talking about earlier. It will always be on the left top corner and it will say link, and it'll usually have a picture of the YouTube video. So you can either click the word link or you can click the actual vision, and then it takes you directly to YouTube and to the lesson right over here. Your student can watch it. Each lesson, I'm making sure that it's only between 5 to 10 minutes long, so they're not very long. So have your student watch this and then use the tab bar. You can exit out and it'll return you right back to Seesaw. So in some activities, I'm going to specify to either create a video or use a text or a drawing to complete. And in some activities, like this fraction one, there's going to be a template that the student will use, okay? So going back to our activity here, let's say I've watched the assignment, I'm ready to retell my story using the 5-finger retell. I'm going to click right here to add a response. I'm going to be a sample student, and then right over here I can go ahead and start. Now specifically for this activity, I asked for a text or a video, so your student can choose in between either, okay? So I can click that, and then I can go ahead and type my story or my retell, and then turn it in as an assignment. The cool thing about Seesaw is if a student sends me a response that might not be, it's almost there but not quite there, I can leave a comment on the response and then send it back. Like if I have a student who wrote a beautiful small moment story, a true story about themselves, but oh my gosh, they completely forgot the hook. I will just leave in the comments, say please add hook, and then I will send it back their way. So always be checking to make sure, okay? But as long as I see you're working hard, it shouldn't be a problem. And that is how you turn in an assignment via Seesaw.